See, that's why I can't be left alone with a black woman. Or a mulatto. Because I can't stand these
We're done here.
Please forgive us.
Have a great rest of your day.
You are sexy.
It's the video that sparked a media frenzy. In just 10 hours, Shoshana Roberts says she got catcalled more than 100 times. One of our own Nightline staffers says she heard her first catcall when she was just 11 years old.
It makes you feel like you're street meat. It makes you feel like you're being watched.
You're on camera, though.
Watch Spectrum News. You can find out.
What the fuck? My name is Kayla. Okay. Don't do it.
Age of Boston, hereby do solemnly swear that I will tell nothing but the truth, the whole truth. I don't know the rest of it.
Kimani. That's my last name too.
Yes.
Kimani Simmons.
I used to work with fireworks and mostly during the night shift, so I'm in a separate building by myself running this store, and around the time it'll be 7, 8, whatever, we'll have a lot of creepy customers sometimes, and it just feels really unsafe. But this one instance, there was this big, well, he had a round pot belly, he was 35, had a child. And I was 18 at the time, and he was asking me, he's like, oh, how old are you? I was like, I'm 18, and I asked him, how old is he? He's like, oh, I'm 35. He's like, oh, can I get your number? And this, that, and the third. And I was just looking at him for a long time, and I'm trying to draw a conclusion as to what do we need to discuss? I'm 18 years old. And he's like, oh, you're old enough. And I was just like, oh, no.
I remember one time I was 16, and I was waiting for the bus because I had an after-school activity that I had to do, and I had to go travel to a location. And this guy, I had missed the bus by 5 minutes, and this guy decided to stop his car. Mind you, he was driving the busted minivan. No darn well it was his mama's car. But anyway, he decided to stop his car, get out, and walk across the street to stand next to me on the bus. He was like, are you waiting for the bus? Do you need a ride? I was like, no, I'm good. I'm straight.
When I'm in my hometown, I don't really go out unless I'm going out with a group of friends. And because I'm going out by myself, I went to the beauty supply store by myself. It's around the corner. And on my way there, I'm literally wearing a fucking turtleneck and jeans. and a fucking sweater, and I'm getting people honking their horns oh, you look good. And I just don't somebody fucking, I think it was she did not she, but he did the little, the little cat sound. Yeah. The pss, bitch!
So last summer, when I was still on the cross-country and track team, I had to run outside a lot. And there's an instance I had, well, it doesn't, Deja said, it doesn't matter what you're wearing. But I was wearing Nike Pros, and I was running, and I got honked at. And I was like, alright, I'm chilling, it's fine. And then all I hear is tires screeching. This man fully backed to try and talk to me. I've never ran hard in my entire life. Yeah, it was really scary. And I was in my neighborhood, and after that I never ran outside. I joined a gym and I started running on the treadmill because I just didn't feel comfortable with that. And the thought that it could have been a lot worse. A guy could be hitting on you, and all of a sudden you're gorgeous, you're beautiful, you're everything under the sun, and as soon as you reject him, then all of a sudden you're a bitch, you're a hoe.
Be scared to be no, because you never know when it comes from okay, I don't want you anyway, and they walk away, or I don't want you, and then or they get persistent and physical, and I just be try to be nice, be I don't even got a phone number.
It's too much.
I feel nobody ever really steps in for us. If it was somebody else, they'll be shooting fucking fire out their ass trying to get to them. But us, though, just leave us in the dirt to fend for ourselves because we're strong, we're this, we're that, we're supposed to take care of ourselves.
Black women from the age of birth to death are sexualized.
Because there's no right way to respond, because even if you respond the right way, it can still turn physical.
I feel as though it would be that rare chance for somebody to step in and be like, yo, chill. Because, like, anytime, anything happens to me, people still walk by.
Men own us, and that we're just something to be toyed with, played with. Like, we don't have emotions to them. And it's like, and then there's just like, from their side, it's just like they have like this defense mechanism to say like, not all men. It's not all men, but it's enough.
I really think I just want this project to be not only an awareness, but a voice. I didn't even realize most of the times that I was being street harassed or that it was considered harassment. Street harassment is just a part of a sexist and racist system of oppression, which reinforces the idea that women are property. And for Black women, the pain is felt on multiple levels. When Black women die from that toxic mix of violent misogyny, of male entitlement and hypermasculine posturing, there is no movement to be born. There are condolences to be offered and unfortunates to be uttered, but there are no tears to be cried. There is no anger that propels an action. I feel as though even the statistics that they have on street harassment in Black women dismiss Black women as a whole. By telling Black women not to speak up and instead learn how to communicate and react differently with men is perpetuating a rape culture in which many women of color's voices are not heard. That is when it becomes okay for a man to say and do anything. If a woman feels uncomfortable, it is not your right, whether you are cisgendered, a woman, or a man, to tell them to get over it. We do not owe the man on the street a hello. I shouldn't have to claim another man's presence in my life to justify a refusal. And why isn't my refusal enough? Because I move through public space does not mean my body is one. Who cries when a Black woman dies? Who cries when a Black woman dies from street harassment?